flop, what it do?
Was fucking good, don't flop all fucking day. Hashtag DFAFD. It's Manchester versus London. Are we in the building, Manchester? Yes! You know the score, it's your boy. You want to holler at me anyway on the social media and all that good shit. All my links are on the screen right about now. This is Manchester versus London. No further ado, let's get into the penultimate match of the day, the first main event of the day. MC on my right hand side, representing the city where we're in, Manchester. Make some fucking noise for RAPTOR!
Come on, man. Big clothing, BC clothing, all that shit, all the found. Bye, let's go.
Yes, and MC on my left-hand side. Last battle at 5BW last November in Leeds. Representing London, make some noise for VILLUN! Yo, you want to holler at Don't Flop? All the links you need are on screen right now. Shouts to all the fans reaching out. As I said, all the emails, all the Twitters, all the Instagrams are on screen right about now. Okay, who chose to go first?
Who said that then?
Who chose to go first? Bill? Raptors first. All right, people, this is Manchester versus London, the penultimate battle of the night. My brother Raptor, round number one. As soon as everyone holds it down, let's go.
Yo, can everyone hear me at the back? Yeah. Yo. See, I've got a query. So on behalf of half the nationville, you better start explaining why you said mum jokes aren't creative, but your last battles, those are the bars you came with. Said he hates rappers using predictable bars against him. Well, I found that part amazing, because you diss Yunan's mum for taking drugs and DNA's disabled mum. But I ain't hard, it's basic. That's why I find it hard to rate him, because I left those portraits hung out to dry like an artist painting. So for me, it's gonna talk about Charlie taking, being behind bars for ages, baby mums and orders that are restraining. Basically, it's gonna say the same shit as Quill. Well, maybe you're just a few bars and change it, but whenever battlers do this, you start complaining. But then you proceed to repeat the same angle in a circle like the Star of David. Shit, let's go, man. You start complaining. But then you proceed to repeat the same angle in a circle like the Star of David. But let's talk about them games you came in. Because you ain't charming ladies wearing them bargain trainers straight from the market traders. I mean, this front line in a war zone, and VILLUN, you far from safety. You need to be incarcerated in army bases, harbored in an armor-plated yard to stay in with half an army to guard the weighing, because you can't bar with this dark and crazy Harper Raked. Got VILLUN shook. He wasn't expecting the bars that came with him. Just check the alarming rate that his heart is racing. That's fear. Something this shark has tasted. He said it couldn't break him down, but watch me pick apart my prey like piranha bait, because I can see in his eyes that deep inside he ain't got the heart to face me at the conference. You acted all hard and brave, but now it's Saturday Night Live, all that talk show like Carson Daly. Fuck him. What? Because I could let these see a magazine, these comical guys I have read. Because see, I spy the man in the weapon. He don't pose no kind of a threat. This is doomsday, you're a dead man. You need titans for this black man to survive in my ends. Now, this is just my pennyworth. But you do look like a scarecrow. It's no wonder woman won't provide you with sex. Because see, this is just another goblin gonna get tied in a web to get Metal Joe right in his chest. This is Superman fighting with Lex, minus a kryptonite you possess. Because you bitch villain, this more like Poison Ivy against Bruce Wayne, primed in a fight to the death. What I'm saying is, because you bitch villain, this more like Poison Ivy against Bruce Wayne, primed in a fight to the death. What I'm saying is, I'm the hero, when all villains die in the end, bitch. What? Yo, I mean, why is he rated so highly? I mean, what the fuck are the judges so impressed with? Because you just choke, mumble, and forget shit, and those motherfuckers give you credit. But I've seen the pen damage VILLUN. Some of them are putting behind bars and having crumbled by the ending, because every time you're behind the bars, you always stumble through your sentence. But let me put this in perspective. You get views just because of your complexion. You get pushed because of your friendship with the owners of this company. You get me. But you ain't someone I'm impressed with. You're a buster with a death wish. I'm a second rounds like a letter how. It's just something that needs addressing. Time. You can have that round, bitch.
They say do as the Romans do. We're in the hometown of words and weapons, yeah? And I love that, because if we're talking speech, you lot best believe I got a couple weapons on me. Last time round, force got sliced. Today, I'm more precise with this sword I strike. I took time off to come back extra godly. It's a Game of Thrones. I'm talking Lord of Light. See, Raptor only lives if heaven stops me. Because what I saw you type in that comment section, shoddy. I got a question, cuz. Who are you to say Rowan shouldn't do an event with Shotty? Correct me if I'm wrong, but would you be standing right here today if Rowan failed to reconnect with Shotty? No? So how did you go from wearing Mosh Team like you rep the posse, but now you're disrespecting Shotty? And that's why you're unanimous to me. Because he gets online, discredits Shotty. Then he's getting advice and 2 pence from Shotty. Because deep inside, you want to be best friends with Shotty. Because deep inside, you want to be best friends with Shotty. That's why he'll bitch then switch. It's nuts. Dog tricks so good, he'll even jump a fence for Shotty. But yo, that's not a diss to you now. Because you're less than Tommy. Now scratch that. I look at you and I feel like you gave me what I left of Tommy. You're his ghost on stage. I look at you, and I feel like you gave me what I left of Tommy. You're his ghost on stage. Coachella copy from Heaven's Country. Same style. Yo, yeah, I'm not dumb, bro. Yo, you're his ghost on stage. Coachella copy from Heaven's Country. Same style, projected sloppy. They can expect a homie. I came here to take his soul like I'm discontent with bodies. You better pray someone intervenes or makes a save, cause VILLUN real striker like Giuseppe Rossi, they put you forward in your hometown. Ironic, because it ends here too, like Francesco Totti. Yo, because I'm still all about flowing and spit game. Only difference is the punchlines are colder. My composure. Covered my feet, and he sacrificed you to revive the culture. Can't you see? I'm still all about flowing and spit game, but the punchlines are colder. It's the return of the Ice Age. Raptor, time is over. Covered my feet, sacrificed you to revive the culture. Can't you see? For the price, he got him getting stretched out at home. This is private yoga. Bruv, you're about to get euthanized. And I could care less if you felt hard done. Because battling VILLUN, career suicide. You get packed in, then cut out like a self-harm club. You had a little stint in jail. And now you want to act like your skin's something a shell can't touch. But our words are weapons, right? And I got twin SIGs on show. That's Patty and Selma, blood. Because you say retarded shit. Like I'm not the airbender, but don't think it's a farting ting when I start passing wins. He'll even take it as far as start to grin, says bars and grits, and we're looking on like, rah, did my man just say bars to this? I mean, retarded shit. Haven't heard a pen game as daft as his, and that's just it. Your pen's daft, but my ink more Sith Lord. You know the pen daft? Tanyan? No. Because my pen's daft. Your ink more Sith Lord. The pen, daft. Tanyan, no. Red mask, attack this clone like a Death Star planet drone. You bit my bar about portraits and portraits. So I thought, fuck it. Let me tax his boat like a portrait. Now tread smart, because the phlegm chart, chem plant acetone. I start blunt by end sharp like a Bret Hart hamstring hold. See these fighters want to cross face until they're in that Benoit grapple zone, but I came here to bend arms, snap the bone. I don't care if his left arm grabs the rope. You can tap or surrender, I'm still adding on pressure, because I don't show mercy to you passive aggressors. On Facebook, you told Natural you're going to hit him with a Shanko Beretta.
Where is that?
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, with Shanko Beretta. Do you know how I know he was as angry as ever? Because in every status he entered, capital letters. It was, bro. Yo, I don't know why these rappers want to keep acting like Lesners, but I came here to switch the plan, you know. Capitalize on these amateur wrestlers. I'm Vince McMahon during the Attitude Era. Because you thought I was going to come here and talk about your family members. Nah, well, the plot's gone wrong. Because when it comes to rapping, I'm better. You put haymaker jabs against the hands of a leper, you're pom-pom stuffed, plus I freestyle too. V known to body flips and land like a swanton bomb. Because you said you wanted to create a battle. Well, I'm the man who can meet those things. I told Bam, let's debo him. Give him a handicap match, because his ego's big. One tag and we kill Bills in two like a Tarantino flick. Because natural this Briggsy, you just had to defend his corner. I understand you're both in misfits, but you need a little more sense and order. You're gonna shank a man over Facebook. Bruv, that makes you a petty brawler. Monday nights, you can catch Raptor gassing outside that ring like he's Jerry Lawler. And that's why I'm cozy in your town. You're just filler in this battle. So go on, spit for now. Just keep in mind, you're only here for soaking up the crowd. I got my man looking like a ring card girl. He's only good for holding on my rounds.
Time.
Yo, so let's talk about the battles you fought in. So you've beat J-Nighter, J-Smug, DK and Force of Habit. That's awesome. I mean, those are some classic matches that brought wins, but Sonny Bam, DNA, Agent Carlos, you got battered in Orland. You got beat by that cake even though no decision after the clash was awarded. You was a standard and ornament, average and boring character falling, till he had that classic performance that left all these fans of his talking. But to sum it up, something just wasn't adding up for me, because prior to the Yunnan battle, the standard in your rap was appalling. You had no confidence or swagger, but all body back, no captured it all with a camera recording. Say again. No, let me talk to you, because prior to the Yunnan battle, the standard of your rap was appalling. You had no confidence or swagger, but all body back, no captured it all with a camera recording. You just had a little boost that day because you had the whole of Brixton backing you for it. Just said to the fans he majorly improved him. Most of these fans actually bought it, but then you battled DNA and you went back to being average and boring. The way you stuttered and blabbered was awkward, surely. You almost see the pattern that's forming. It wasn't him using ghosts from the past, it was the ghost in his pad that left unanimous haunted, bitch. So let's have a bit of truth. Who the fuck helped you when you wrote Villain? I mean, I know half of these bars are ghost written just through living with old English. But did Frankie Fraser pass you some old lyrics? Did Cracker Major have bars that they both give him? Did a stack of paper get him the pad of some dope spitters? I'm a fucking battling his whole city. But bro, listen, it's show business. So I'm a showboat, I make a show with him and show villain. And Manny the road's vicious, there's no love shown, it's just cold shoulders, that's bone chilling. But back to that. But see, this show business. So I'm a showboat, I make a show with him and show villaining. Man in the road's vicious, there's no love shown, it's just cold shoulders, that's bone chilling. But back to that old business with old English, cause now I'm in the same boat with him. Cause now for sleeping on my set, he's gonna pay me what I'm old in it. Cause so far you've been sleeping on me, I'm my own villain. Yo, and while I've got your battle with unanimous in mind, I know exactly what he'll say. I can start ad-libbing his rhymes. Cocaine jokes, battle raptor is on white. Whoa! And while I've got your battle with unanimous in mind, I know exactly what he'll say. I can start ad-libbing his rhymes. Cocaine jokes, battle raptor is on white. But real fucking rap, I've had a bag of it tonight. Pre-battle, tried double gramming this whole lie. To show him that I'm a fucking animal alive. Yeah! Whoa! Yo! And now for things... And now for thinking this was a walk in the park, we gon' fall out swinging, and we will see you soft-centered when you fall on your ass. I won't let it slide. We can see swords and you can get a sword in your heart. That's round about the time I let my dogs off the leash and they can leave shit on the floor if they bark at me. Please, focus. I'm trying to make you people notice the flaws in this game need exposing. If you listen closely, it's the same angle or scheme going round in a repeated motion. I mean, who was he actually beat? I ain't named him, you didn't even know him. I told him it's easy going, being made to look up at a weak opponent, but rapping skills, this ain't even close. It's Leeds and Oldham, that's a different league with both. And if you notice when he stumbles and needs composing, he starts screaming that cheesy slogan, well, you ain't nothing more than decent, just a comedian that needs the jokers. Well, when you try to leave that comfort zone, well, it often leads to choking, bitch. Hey, come man. Yo, I mean, when are you gonna realize that Villain's whack, bruv? I've just broke his old style down to show you he isn't that good. Like, sure, he can dig a past up or diss a man's mum, but he ain't gonna make a point going round in a circle. So I suggest you try coming with a different angle, bitch. Hey!
To be honest, this ain't normally the kind of body I capture. I wasn't really on it. Had to think of a nice way I could commodify Raptor. So I started seeing it through Tony's eyes. You know, that geologic type banter. And that's when it struck me. If I start digging deep enough, then I too will fossilize Raptor. Yes, yeah, hey. Because you've lost a lot. You say it doesn't matter, but each loss applies. Factor how many times you lot have watched him die. By now, most man would have been ostracized, Raptor. But you get to be my final kill. The issue is, I write for a different kind of quill. When I socket your Oculus anchors, you about a lot of people, but not many man as hollow as Raptor. Using your Mac rounds for Sleepy, that makes you as hollow as Casper. So I thought I'd make this a town murder. Take his head off for doing Sleepy, hollow its rapture. You see how dropping some grammar becomes coffins, cadavers, cause my dialect leads to more than just a follow from Jammer.
Yo, can we get everyone to quiet down, please?
Because as a rapper, we don't borrow from...
Chill, sorry, man. So, yo, seriously, everyone, calm down, man.
Because as a rapper, we don't borrow from stanzas. Did you not read the rules? It's 3 days prep. If you can't rap for the battle, you could have at least withdrew. Now, all that tournament seems to prove, there's nothing I really need to do. You'd get your top 8 even if I sleep on you. What a sneaky you. You tried to cheat Sleepy, but Jay still won, because you ain't got no soul. You had everyone's support until it dropped. Not a single prop got thrown. But even Briggsy started laughing, because that's not the kind of shit Mosh condone. And here's the killer thing. They all supported the act till they saw Jay rocking Schoolboy like a Top Dog show. But I'm not Sleepy, G. You sleep on me, you don't get to leave this dream. Because I don't snooze. Man's awakened. What's good having drive when it's showroom fabricated? So off that one move, I chose you. Now your throat's due lacerations. Seeing the lights got me going ape like a Goku transformation. Yeah, ape. Just think about it. Even Bleak has fans. So even if anyone... Bruv, it's true. He has fans, innit? Yo. Just think about it. Even Bleak has fans. So just because you say he's murking, it doesn't disguise the fact he confused Pixar and DreamWorks. That's just lazy terming. Rob, you struggle with basic wording, placement, verbing. Yeah, you're on his wave, but the flow just carrying plain content. Malaysian searches. So how can you even expect to compete when your content's deflated, act you punctured like a stressor release? Because they were telling me you and Quill were supposed to be close. So I thought, fine, I'll take an open approach. 1 round in, not a single quotable shown. Urzen behind me telling me, ignore the negatives, villain, focus on pros. But I ain't dumb enough to throw him the throne when the round full of cons like Tony and Osh. Bruv. Bruv, you thought you was gonna come here and remold your rep? No, bruv, it's Owen's death. The turnbuckle, overexposed. I came here to break your heart while I show you the ropes. Just think, because when your battle from the fiddler's elbow dropped, it looked like you got elbow dropped. Yo, just think, it looked like you got elbow dropped. You know you're actually shit when you can't even brag about wins, when you have to brag about taking part in the battles you're in. Just think about the kind of conversations he has with his mates. Like, yo, I know I didn't win the battle, but hey, look how the camera's aimed. Wait, do I not look good standing on stage? Bruv, and that's why I'm cozy in your town, because you're filler in this battle. So go on, spit for now. Just keep in mind, you're only here for soaking up the crowd. I got Raptor looking like a ring card girl, still only good for holding up these rounds.
Let's go! All right, we're going into the final round, round number 3 on Raptor, let's go!
See this, that famous part of the movie. The hero and the villain on the battleground. You know the part where the villain's been battered now, but you just can't keep the bastard down? I've given him everything I'm packing now. Click, click, ammo's out. Good job I brought this motherfucking backup round. Cause see, all you do, villain, is snoop through people's personal lives, word it to rhymes and insert it to verses you write. Well, meet karma, dickhead. AKA this serves you right, you gonna get the shit you deserve for them crimes. Cause see, I'm about to take you through the life of fucking villain. Deprived of love, it's truly wasn't like the other children. A slimy, ugly infant, kids are asking why you look so different. He's there, 7 years old, trying to describe his fucking pigment. Cause jugular, fucking jugular. Yo, cause you was a grimy, scruffy, stinking, bitching, whining bully victim who would cry and sulk and sit and wonder why kids punched and kicked him. Go home crying, just trying to get that depriving mum to listen, but she'd reply, fucking hell, I wish these guys had fucking killed him. Cause you were that one son that the mother hates, took a fucking grudge against, cause you were such an ugly cunt that you was nothing but a fucking shame. So when everybody looked away, she'd say you fell and punched your face. Night time when you got tucked away, she'd fucking prayed you suffocate. Cause see you, what? See you are the fucking definition of baby blues. I feel sorry for the lady who, cause you are the fucking definition of baby blues. I feel sorry for the lady who had to let you escape the womb. It's heartbreaking. Patiently waiting for the day you do got a place for two and slaves to decorate the rooms. She thought all of her dreams that came true. Fella and a baby too. Everything in place, all ready for the labor soon. All the pushing she was made to do. All the suffering and pain and gruel. Just to get the heartbreaking news when a fucking doctor gave her you. Whoa, yo, we can both play your games, bro. We can both, this is top tier shit, innit, apparently, yo. But check, cause see, that's a mother's worst nightmare right there in front of her eyes. Where just the look of that son of hers can make a fucking stomach turn twice. It wasn't... What? You want that shit? I got that, bro, what? Yo. Cause see, that's a mother's worst nightmare right there in front of her eyes. Where just the look of that son of hers can make a fucking stomach turn twice. It wasn't love at first sight. It was a look of disgust in her eyes. Like, what the fucking hell have I done to deserve to fucking birth splice? Yo. Cause see, I'd hate to be in that position. Absent from the family pictures, because you look like the guy from Poltergeist with the Ebola virus and a crack addiction. Albinism. That's what's gonna stop you having children, because no woman will let you be a daddy villain in case the kid looks like the daddy villain. Hey! Because see, for the whole of his life, he's had a hole in his life, because he's been recluse in a room, confused to the reason nobody liked you, just boxing yourself in like Tony the Tiger or Tony Tonight, because he was lonely. No one to hold and not a soul to rely on. Those were some emotional times, Don. But you want some grown-man advice? Stop being such a fucking bitch before you grow a vagina. Go and stand in front of a motor on the motorway, Byron, if you want a fucking shoulder to cry on. See, he called himself villain because he's got a grudge against the world. It's getting too serious now. He's got his very own costume. Snapback shades and a checkered shirt. I mean, cause see, this is all just an act to show for the crowd. Well, this is how I act when no one's around. It's true facts, just you ask anyone who knows what I'm about. Come on, man, don't fuck around. You could get a fucking hole in your face before you've even... Go on, man. Where are you?
Yeah, you got through skirms, but if he doesn't rap then, how can you class him as a rapper you truly be? To be honest, you're at the back of a long, long list of rappers I supersede. This ain't no rhyme asylum. My pen game's a different plateau of lunacy. Multiply plasma by 2 or 3 and your skull is mine. We're not a match when it comes to language or fluency, so what are you planning to do to me? Bruv, I've been across this map putting these rappers in eulogies. So I don't care if this happens in your homeland or community. I've earned my rights, so your bars can't touch me, and that's diplomatic immunity. Cause I was talking to Tony like, I can't help but attack him with scrutiny. Cause you got Shotty, bruv. He's okay, but man's on a losing streak. So how can I be happy I'm screwing T? It's not fair trade. Both bodies, but look at the bag that I'm brewing T. Yeah, we're on different grounds, but since when was battling new to me? I do this. This is something you haven't nearly mastered. I'm clearly smarter, hear things sharper. In fact, when I heard my portrait bar, didn't want to hear him after. For you lot it may slide, but my ears gauge how the snake bites off lips like a piercing parlor. Wordplay, just one of many things I've chosen to pierce your armor. Cause shit like that explains your character. And that's why I don't rate these amateurs, trying to play me. So your skin tone may reach lavender. Fuck his life. I should choke and enslave this traveler and put a hand around his neck like Jamie Lannister. Because all you do is stretch your scheme. It's either drawn, devoid of content, forcing points. You told Quill you had a 2-2. Okay, awesome choice. I don't know why you want to act like you ride out with Gorgon droids and each and every thought deployed, but I was sent here to lawnmower these small soldiers for talking toys. Look, just think for a second. How useless does his blade become? How useless does his 2-2 become if I had a blade as my weapon? It's near enough close combat, right? So how does he escape the beheading? I feel like I'm DJ K Slay in this session, because any foul play and I'm cutting rap clean like a radio edit. So I hope you got your killer instinct on. Ice cold defense, cinder block, or be built like cinder block, cause I'm not Quill, cuz Vill cut from a different cloth. Fuck red knuckles, these punches, a game of Sonic, but the picture's bronze. I'm talking brass knuckles. You see my vision boss? You see my vision boss? This ain't a bar fight, it's a prison mosh. You gonna wish this stopped. You swing, I dodge. We communicate through metal like an intercom. We're communicating through metal like an intercom. Don't take it personal, this is business, Don. And I'm still from that 2012 killer crop. You know, Villain, Og, Hostile, these guys have been ripping off. Used to be chill Villain, but the chilling stopped. I'm killing dog like the pistol locked on Mr. Blonde. Have him licking shots like Briggsy's job. Don't take this personal. This is business, Don. I'm from that 2012 killer crop, you know, Villain, Og, Hostile, you've been ripping off. I used to be all about Chillville, but the chilling stopped. I'm killing dog like the pistols locked on Mr. Blonde. Have him licking shots like Briggsy's job. These bars put the kid through hell like Fritzl's loft. Yo, you lot said he holds the cartridge. Spare me your garbage. When you lot think Villain's core, you think Civil Wars in Sierra. The arson turned his whole happy home into a burial garden. This battle, barely a bargain. You can't compare us in classing. What's a cadet in his first year to a sergeant? You're a foot soldier, unawarely marching. I feel like I'm in the air with a crosshair on his carcass because I'm so far above him. I feel like you're an aerial target. On Facebook, you said you had a couple personal life flips. What a stupid move. Just know I don't need to talk about your personal life for me to personalize this. Just know, the fact I've chosen not to tell them that your personal life shit is enough to tell them how bad your personal life is. Time.
All right, let's go. want to holler at Don't Flop, all the links you need are on screen right now. Shouts to all the fans reaching out. As I said, all the emails, all the Twitters, all the Instagrams are on screen right about now. Okay, who chose to go first?
Who said that then?
Who chose to go first? Bill? Raptors first. All right, people, this is Manchester versus London, the penultimate battle of the night. My brother Raptor, round number one. As soon as everyone holds it down, let's go.
Yo, can everyone hear me at the back? Yeah. Yo. See, I've got a query. So on behalf of half the nation, Ville, you better start explaining why you said mum jokes aren't creative, but your last battles, those are the bars you came with. Said he hates rappers using predictable bars against him. Well, I found that part amazing, because you diss Yunan's mum for taking drugs and DNA's disabled mum. But that ain't hard, it's basic. That's why I find it hard to rate him, because I left those portraits hung out to dry like an artist painting. So for me, it's gonna talk about Charlie taking, being behind bars for ages, baby mums and orders that I restraining. So impressed with, because you just choke, mumble and forget shit, and those motherfuckers give you credit. But I've seen a pen damage villain. Some are putting behind bars and having crumbled by the ending, because every time you're behind the bars, you always stumble through your sentence. But let me put this in perspective. You get views just because of your complexion. You get pushed because of your friendship with the owners of this company. You get me. But you ain't someone I'm impressed with. You're a buster with a death wish. I'm a second rounds like a letter how. It's just something that needs addressing. Time. You can have that round, bitch.
They say do as the Romans do. We're in the hometown of words and weapons, yeah? And I love that, because if we're talking speech, you lot best believe I got a couple weapons on me. Last time round, force got sliced. Today, I'm more precise with this sword I strike. I took time off to come back extra godly. It's a Game of Thrones. I'm talking Lord of Light. See, Raptor only lives if heaven stops me. Because what I saw you type in that comment section, shoddy. I got a question, cuz. Who are you to say Rowan shouldn't do an event with Shotty? Correct me if I'm wrong, but would you be standing right here today?
Big Wizzy, don't flop, what it do?
Good, don't flop all fucking day. Hashtag DFAFD. It's Manchester versus London. Are we in the building, Manchester? Yes! You know the score. It's your boy. You want to holler at me anyway on the social media and all that good shit. All my links are on the screen right about now. This is Manchester versus London. No further ado, let's get into the penultimate match of the day. The first main event of the day. MC on my right hand side, representing the city where we're in. Manchester, make some fucking noise for RAPTOR!
Big clothing, BC clothing, all that shit, all the found. Bye, let's go.
Yes, and MC on my left-hand side. Last battle at 5BW last November.
What? Because I could let these see a magazine, these comical guys I have read. Because see, I spy the man in the weapon. He don't pose no kind of a threat. This is doomsday, you're a dead man. You need titans for this black man to survive in my ends. Now, this is just my pennyworth. But you do look like a scarecrow. It's no wonder woman won't provide you with sex. Cause see, this is just another goblin gonna get tied in a web to get Metal Joe right in his chest. This is Superman fighting with Lex, minus a kryptonite you possess. Cause you bitch villain, this more like poison ivy against Bruce Wayne, primed in a fight to the death. What I'm saying is, cause you bitch villain, this more like poison ivy against Bruce Wayne, primed in a fight to the death. What I'm saying is, I'm the hero when all villains die in the end, bitch. What? Yo, I mean, why is he rated so highly? I mean, what the fuck are the judges basically is gonna say the same shit as Quill? Well, maybe they're just a few bars and change it. But whenever battlers do this, you start complaining. But then you proceed to repeat the same angle in a circle like the Star of David. Shit, let's go, man. complaining. But then you proceed to repeat the same angle in a circle like the Star of David. But let's talk about them games you came in. Because you ain't charming ladies wearing them bargain trainers straight from the market traders. I mean, this front line in a war zone, and villain, you far from safety. You need to be incarcerated in army bases. Arbor in an armor-plated yard to stay in with half an army to guard the way in, cause you can't barber this dark and crazy Harper Ray kid. Got villain shook. He wasn't expecting the bars that came, but I mean, just check the alarming rate that his heart is racing. That's fear. Something the shark has tasted. He said I couldn't break him down, but watch me pick apart my plate like piranha bait, cause I can see in his eyes that deep inside he ain't got the heart to face me at the conference. You acted all hard and brave, but now it's Saturday Night Live, all that talk show like Carson Daly. Fuck him.